我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。Hi, good morning everyone. Wow, welcome to my Facebook live session that is on my Secrets Revealed series, Techniques to Solve Tax Audit Issues. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me again on this Friday morning, right? But no, you know what? we are going to start at 11 o'clock. Yeah, we are going to start at 11 o'clock, which is just a few more minutes. Yeah, just a few more minutes from now. And thank you so much for joining me so early. Wow, I can see more and more people are coming in already at this moment. And wow, you know what? Today, it's episode 21. Yes, you know, without noticing, without knowing, we have already passed 20 episodes. This is episode 21. And well, what am I going to share with you? In case you're joining us for the very first time, I will be sharing with you later my secret. Yes, my secret. That is the technique to solve tax audit issue. Yeah. But if you're wondering, hey, this is already episode 21. What happened to the previous 20 episodes? You know, I have missed all 20 issues, is it? Well, yes. Technically, you have missed out all the 20 issues, but don't worry. You can still view them back. Yes. If you go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow, Tax Guru Zen Chow page. Go to the video section. You will be able to find all the previous 20 episodes all there for you to view, yeah, for you to watch them again. But of course, attending a live session is definitely much better because you can ask me questions, right? And I will be answering to your questions along the way. So feel free to put in your questions later, yeah, when I do my Facebook Live so that I can answer to you, yeah. Now, in just a few more minutes, at 11 o'clock, we are going to start. But can you just help me do one thing, yeah? Since you are early, since we have not started yet, take this opportunity to share this Facebook Live out. Yes, share it out right now to your friends, your family, your business partner, business associates, because it is really helpful, yeah, for them to learn how to solve tax audit issues, yeah, the techniques to solve tax audit issues. Right, do it by just clicking the share button. Now, if you're viewing it from a phone, go to the bottom of your screen, you will find that share button. Just click that share button, yeah, and share this Facebook Live out, yeah. If you're viewing it from a computer, you will also find the share button. Just click that so that you can share this Facebook Live out with your friends, family, business partner, business associates. Let me tell you, they will thank you for this. They will thank you for bringing them in here, right? For them to learn this together with you. All right, so we're going to just start in a few more minutes. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned here. But help me to share this Facebook Live out here. I will see you at 11 o'clock later, right? I'll see you later, and we will learn how to solve a lot of tax audit issues. All right, I'll see you at 11.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢地往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。Number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以。
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's 11 o'clock already. Yes, it's already 11 o'clock. And as promised, we are going to start our Facebook Live today. That is on tax audit issues. Yes, techniques to solve tax audit issue. And I'm going to review more secrets. Yes, more secrets to you, more techniques to you on how to solve tax audit issues here. Now, if you have just joined us, you have joined us in time. Now we're just about to start. And let me tell you, today it's episode 21. Yes, it's already episode 21. Yeah, that means we have already shared 20 different tax audit issues previously, right, in our previous 20 episodes. Now in the event you say, hey, this is already episode 21, I've already missed all the 20 episodes. Is there any chance that I can go back and watch them? Yes, definitely. Yeah, you can go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow, Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page, and you will be able to find in the video section, all the 20 previous episodes, yeah, on my techniques to solve different tax audit issues. Yeah, but today, I will be sharing with you another secret, another technique to solve another tax audit issue. And today we're gonna talk about sales discount. Yeah, we're going to talk about sales discount. All right. So now, if you have just joined us, now let me tell you what. Help me do one thing, because this is not often that I will be sharing my secrets, my techniques. So help me to share this Facebook Live out right now. It's still in time. Yeah, Just tap the share button. If you are viewing it from a phone, go to the bottom of your screen. You'll find the share button. Tap the share button. If you're viewing it from a computer, you'll find the share button as well. Share button, so that you can share this Facebook Live out with your friends, your family, your business partner, your business associates as well. Yeah. Or if you have anyone in your mind, yeah, that you want him or her to come in right now to learn this together with you, tag his or her name right now. Tag his or her name immediately into the comment box, so that you can share this out with them. Right? They will come in right now and they will thank you for sharing this with them. All right, so we are just about to start, right? So let me just bring this up. Yeah, now I know some of you, probably joining us for the very first time, because I can see more and more people are coming in. We are closing to 100 people viewing this Facebook Live right now. In the event you are a very first timer, you probably do not know who I am. Yeah, so let me just quickly introduce myself. Yeah, my name is Zen Chow. Yeah, and of course I'm the head of tax department for YYC Group. Now, but you probably would then say, hey, so you are Zen, and people call you the tax guru, is it? Well, that's just what people call me. Well, the fact is that I'm the tax director and I'm the head of tax, for YYC Group as well. Now, having said that, now I always like to say, when I do Facebook Live, I want things to be more interactive. It means I don't want it to be a one-sided thing. I don't want to be just talking in front of this computer, in front of this camera, and no one is giving me response. So let me just start off by just asking, are you joining us for the very first time? Now, how many of you are first timers joining our Facebook Live session on secrets revealed, techniques to solve tax audit issues for the very first time? Now, if you are a first timer, can you just put in the comment box right now and put number 1? Just put number 1 in the comment box if you are a first timer, if you're joining us for the very first time. So can I just see how many first timers are there? Let this be more interactive here, so that it's not a one-sided thing. I don't just have to speak alone in front of this computer. All right. So if you're a first timer, if you're joining us for the very first time, then just put number 1 in the comment box, so that I know you are a first timer. You are joining us for the very first time. Yeah. Let me see who are the first timers over here. Yeah, just put number 1 into the comment box, so that I would know whether you're a first timer or not. Yeah, so let's see. Well, until now I don't see anyone putting in number 1. Well, that means all of you are. Oh, there is someone already. Evelyn, yes, Evelyn, welcome. Evelyn Tay is a first timer. I see Joey Ang is a first timer as well. Wallace, and then I have Pang Hao Tuck, and then I have Jia Le is also a first timer. Sophia Ga. Okay, wow, we have a couple of first timers today. Welcome to my Facebook Live Secrets Review series. Yeah. Now, since you're a first timer, now you probably do not know, what this is all about, right? Now, what I'm going to share with you later is technique to solve different tax audit issues, of which I will share you a case of which we have handled for our client. And we tell you how this case was being solved by us, after we help our client to deal with the Inland Revenue Board, Now, but let me just take this opportunity to quickly introduce my firm, yeah, because this is how I was saying I'm the tax director of YYC. But you may be wondering, hey, who is YYC over here? Now, actually, YYC is an accounting and advisory firm, and we were established since 1974. All right. Now, our brand promise is we want to empower entrepreneurial success. Now, but of course, to do that, we have our vision and mission. Yeah, what's our vision over here? We want to be the #1 world-class accounting and advisory firm in Asia. Yeah, but our mission is more important. Why? Because our mission is to inspire everyone, including you. Yes, including you who are watching Facebook Live right now. Yeah, we want to inspire you as well to overcome your odds, unleash your potential, and more importantly, find fulfillment in life. Yes, that's a very important mission, isn't it? Now, but to do all this, now we definitely need to uphold our brand promise, that is to empower entrepreneurial success. But we have to do that through 3 different promises as well. And the very first one is we want to share expertise with all of you. Now, you may wonder why. Why do we want to have Facebook Live today? Why do we want to tell you all our secrets, our techniques for free? The reason is because it is one of our brand promises. We want to share expertise to everyone, and we want to show the most proactive care. Now, not just a normal care, but proactive care, especially to our clients, because we want all our clients to have the most positive experience ever. Yeah. Now you may probably think that, hey, YYC, are you just like any normal accounting firm out there? Now, not really, because a normal accounting firm would probably be doing only compliance services like audit service, tax service, or even accounting service. These are called compliance services. But we have much more than that. Yeah, we have our own advisory arm, and our advisory services ranges, from like tax advisory, strategic planning, succession planning, to even cloud and digital transformation. Yeah, we wouldn't even help clients to do that. We also have our very own business school. That means we hold a lot of seminars, workshops, classes, from time to time. We also serve international firms through our global business services like outsourced accounting, outsourced bookkeeping, or outsourced payroll. Now, so if you see any of these services that actually interest you, that you want to know more, feel free to just drop us a message here. Just PM us, drop us a message. Our professional team would get in touch with you very soon and let you know more about this, yeah? Now, YYC, just like what I said, we were established since 1974. That means we are 47 years old this year, yeah? All right. And we are an international firm. Now, why do I say that? Because we don't just have branch in Malaysia, we also have branches in Singapore. Yeah, we have more than 800 employees, more than 20,000 clients, and we have trained more than 130,000 participants throughout all our workshops. Because we have done more than 5,000 workshops, yeah? And all these are actually awards given to YYC throughout all these years, yeah? Now, like I said, YYC is an international firm. That means we don't just have presence in Malaysia, we also have presence in Singapore. But of course, in Malaysia, yeah, our headquarters is of course in Klang Valley in Kuala Lumpur. We also have branches, yeah, in other parts of Malaysia, like we have branches in Selangor, in Johor, as well as in Penang, yeah? All right, now if you want to know more, where are your branches in Johor, where are your branches in Penang, just feel free, to drop us a message. We are more than happy to share more information with you. Okay, now every time when I come to this part, yeah, now I just want to have more interaction with more people, because I can see, well, people are a little bit quiet, but of course I see some first timers are responding to me, like Calvin, like Quen, is saying that they're first timer. But can I just also gauge, out of now more than 100 people are watching right now, more than 100 people are watching this Facebook Live right now, yeah, may I just ask, where are you from? Now I myself, I'm now based in Pudu, yeah, our office is in Pudu, in KL, right, in Kuala Lumpur, Pudu. So can I just know, where are you from? You can tell me like which state you are from, which area or which town, which city. If you say you're from Kuala Lumpur, you can be more specific if you want to, yeah, because Kuala Lumpur is like, it's not big, but so many people are staying in different areas, right? Maybe you can tell me like which area of Kuala Lumpur if you want to be more specific. Let's gauge, out of this 100 people, where are you from? Which city or which town or which state or which area, can just let me know, where are you from? Let me just gauge, out of 100 people, who are the viewers from. All right, I can see Sherry. Sherry Tam is from Mont Kiara. Okay, that's Kuala Lumpur for sure, right? From Mont Kiara. Sherry is attending the third time. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks for your support. Yeah. Nishalin is from Klang, and I know YYC in Klang. Yes. We have a branch in Bandar Botanic. Yeah, we have a branch in Bandar Botanic in Klang. Yes. Apple Hill is from JB, welcome. Yeah, you're down south. We have people from down south. Pang Hao Tak and Evelyn are both from PJ. All right, that's Klang Valley area as well. Yeah, and take care. Yeah, Hao Tak and Evelyn. I know the number of cases in Selangor is really getting very high. Yeah, so please take care. All right. Oh, Quen is from Puchong. Also from Selangor, so please take care as well. Yeah, you're from Selangor. Siuha is from Subang Jaya. Alison is from Ampang. Well, of course, Ampang can be in Selangor, can be in KL, yeah, depending on which part of Ampang you're from, right? So, wow, looks like most people are from Klang Valley area. Oh, Chu Chu Tan is from Kluang, Johor. Okay, cool. That's down south. Yeah, that's the city or the town of the bat, right? The town of the bat. Yeah, Kluang. Okay, all right. But I know the coffee there is really good. Yeah, the brand, the TV. Okay, all right. So now let's get things started. I know all of you here today is not here to chit chat lah. I know lah. You don't want to come chit chat with me. Okay, but you really want to learn how to solve tax audit issues, right? So today, I am going to share with you another technique, another issue, and as usual, I'll be sharing with you a case of which we have helped our client to solve tax audit issue. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today? Today, episode 21 on tax audit and investigation issue, we are going to talk about this topic called sales discount. Yes. Now, I know those who are doing business, those who run the company, those who run your own firm, you probably be giving sales discount, right? You probably be giving sales discount to someone. But then you would always ask this very simple question. Most people ask me this. I say, hey, if I give sales discount, yeah, that reduces my sales, right? Or in other words, that's something like my expense, right? That's something like my expense, right? Do I get deduction? Do I get tax deduction? Most of you will say definitely yes, right? If you give sales discount, you reduce your sales. When you reduce your sales, you practically reduce your profit, right? If it's an expense, it also reduces your profit. So you would say a sales discount should be given a tax deduction because it reduces my profit. I should be paying less tax when I give a sales discount. Well, you may be right. You may be right because a sales discount could be given a sales deduction, but always remember, you have to satisfy the general principles of deductibility before you get a tax deduction. So what is general principles of deductibility over here? Now, those who have been following me, for the past episodes, you probably have seen me, or heard me talking about this many times, yeah. But what I want to tell you again is, remember, the general principle of deductibility is in the Income Tax Act, Section 33, Sub 1. With the subsection 33, bracket 1 of the Income Tax Act 1967, it tells you the conditions of an expense to be tax deductible. Now, what are they? Let's look at it, yeah? First, it must be incurred during that period. Well, when I say incurred, again, yeah, I always repeat this, it means it cannot be an estimate, it cannot be a provision, which means when you give a discount to someone, it has to be a firm discount. Yeah, it cannot be like giving you an estimate, a provision. Yeah, I estimate I'll be probably giving such discount. No, you can't do provision. You cannot do estimate. It must be incurred and it must be happening during that period. Yeah, for you to get deduction. So this one is basically simple. Second, it must be outgoing or an expense. That means this expense or this discount given, it must involve some cash outflow or reduction of cash inflow. Yeah, when we talk about outgoings, because you see, if you give discount, you will receive less money from your customer, right? Or sometimes if you say you have already received the money, you probably have to refund. You have to probably give a rebate, right? So now, usually I would say yes, discount is usually an outgoing and expense. So no worries about this as well. Yeah. Then it must be wholly and exclusively. Now this is very important. Why? What is wholly and exclusively? It means any discount that you're giving out, it must be wholly and exclusively for the business. That means that the reason that you give a discount to someone, it must be due to some business reason, commercial reason. Now, you don't simply give discount if it is not relating to business. If you give a discount when it's not relating to business, let me tell you, you don't get deduction. Let me give you one example. You know, some people would do this. Of course, I hope it doesn't happen to you. Some people would say, oh, I've made sales to you. And thereafter, oh, you want a sponsor for your annual dinner. You want a sponsor for your annual dinner. So, okay, I will just give you a discount as a sponsor to your annual dinner. That is not a business decision. Right? That is actually out of your goodwill. You give a sponsor, and that is not relating to your trade, not relating to your sales. See? So if you give that kind of discount because I said I sponsor your annual dinner, so I give you a discount, that is not deductible. So it must be wholly and exclusively for the business. Like, for example, oh, I give you a discount because you make prompt payment, right? You pay early, or because you purchase more, you purchase in bulk, right? You hit a certain target, right? You hit, a certain number or quantity. So I give you a discount. So that these are called commercial reason. Yeah. So it must be wholly and exclusively for business purpose. And more importantly, is revenue in nature. Right? That means that discount cannot give rise to a capital asset, cannot give rise to, oh, I get an asset, I get a license, no, right? But usually you don't see that. The most important thing here is always this one. In the production of gross income, when you give discount, ask yourself this question. If I give discount and am I encouraging more sales? Am I generating more sales, more income? Because if your discount is going to help you, make more sales, generate more income, then it satisfies in the production of gross income. If you say, oh, the discount is actually not gonna give me more sales, more income in future, then this discount is not satisfying in the production of gross income. So remember, your discount must be in the production of gross income before it satisfies subsection 33 bracket 1 in order to get deduction. So remember, these are the conditions, yeah, right? The general principles. Now, but what happened to our case? Now, let me share you this case here. This case happened to our client. Our client gave a discount, yes, sales discount to their customer, of course, but after giving this sales discount to the customer, something was not right. Yeah, that means something happened. Yeah, the Inland Revenue Board says your discount is not deductible. Why? Now let's look at the background. Let's look at the background of the case here. Our client is actually principally involved in the manufacturing of machines, accessories, and of course also do some process consultancy. Yeah, so they produce the machine and then they also sell some accessories, but at the same time they will do process consultancy, yeah, to teach you how to use the machine. Right now, they give discounts. Yeah, they give discounts to their customers, right, via credit note, right, to their clients in 2015 and 2017. Yeah, they give quite a huge discount. Later I'll show you, yeah, the amount of discount. They gave quite a huge discount. Yeah, so they gave discounts in these 2 years, 2015, 2017. Now, but what happened to this discount is that they say, yeah, our client, they claim that the discounts given were actually part of their strategies to collect some long outstanding payment from their client. It is not for return of goods sold. But you see, when I say discount given, it should have commercial valid reason, right? Of course, one of the commercial valid reasons would be, oh, someone actually returned goods to you, maybe because the goods are defective, because the goods are damaged, so you give a discount, right? That's common, yeah. But in this case, our client, they give discount because there is this long outstanding payment from their client that they so-called cannot collect. Therefore, they give a discount. They gave a discount because they say, well, this is my strategy to collect long outstanding payment. So I'm giving out this discount because I want to collect my payment soon, right? And therefore, I issue a credit note. Now, is there a problem? Remember this general principles of deductibility? I said, right, if you give discount, it should be in the production of gross income, wholly and exclusively for business, but it must be with commercial reason. So is this actually a good commercial reason? Now, when the Inland Revenue Board came, and when they checked on the accounts of our client, they raised some issues. First, they said they suspected our client has under-declared their income in 2015 and 2017. Hey, why? Why would the Inland Revenue Board suspect that our client under-declared their income in 2015 and 2017? Because they claim, the Inland Revenue Board claim that the discounts given are not genuine. They said the discounts are not genuine. They are not incurred wholly and exclusively in the production of gross income. They say when you give discount, if it is relating to commercial reason, then yes, it's genuine. Yeah, you're really giving the discount. But when it was a outstanding amount, it was a long outstanding payment. Now, rightfully, you don't give discount like that. Yeah, if you cannot collect payment, you should be writing it off as bad debt, right? You should be writing it off. But why do you give discount? This is not really a commercial valid reason. So the discount is not really genuine, or they think that you probably be doing something else. You probably be sponsoring them some money, or giving up money just because they ask for a contribution or sponsorship. So they don't think this discount is commercially given. Yeah, it's not given under a good commercial reason. So they say the discounts are not genuine. It is not a business discount. It could be something else. It could be just a contribution or a sponsorship. So they disallowed the whole amount of discounts. They added back everything. They added back all the discounts given, right, to this client in 2015 and 17. And you know how much the Inland Revenue Board have added back? They added back 510,000 in total. See that? They added back 500,000. Yeah. So the IRB says, hey, after looking at your documents, I say, hey, I think your transaction is not complete. Yeah, it's not complete. Yeah, the sales discount of 200,000 and 310,000 respectively. They say, we think this is not genuine. We think this is actually not proper. This discount is not proper. So we have to add back this amount. We disallowed this amount, and they added back 500,000 into our client's tax computation and caused them to pay more tax and penalty, right? And penalty as well. Yeah, they say because the documentation is like not there, and they think this is not genuine. So what do we do? How could we help the client? Of course, we went in, we analyzed. Yeah, we took up the case, we talked to the client, we understand why the discount is given, and we do some analysis. We analyze the sales discount and we analyze their nature. But we try to understand, why are you giving such discount? Yeah, why are you giving such a huge amount of discount? And of course, right, the client told us, right, we are still doing business with the client, with their client, with their customer. We have to give discount so that we can collect the payment faster and we can continue doing business with them. If we don't settle this, yeah, if we don't give a discount and carry on, the whole business process may stop. We may not be able to get more sales, right? More sales from this customer. So this is actually part of their business strategies. This is actually part of their business operation strategy, and it is definitely incurred wholly and exclusively for business purpose. And they are all with proper documentations. They're all with proper documentations, such as, correspondence with the client, with their client, their customer, on how they negotiate on the discount, that the client, their client actually told them that, if you give me some discount, we can just settle this and then we can carry on, things like that. So they also show that after giving the discount, then the business resumed. They managed to get more sales from the client thereafter, the business continue as usual. So it's part of the business operation strategy incurred for business purpose. So we appeal. Of course, we appeal to the Inland Revenue Board. Yeah, we appeal. We say, hey, there is no under declared of income. Yeah. Now, when IRB says under declaration of income, they claim the discount is not genuine. They claim the discount is not incurred for business. It's not in the production of gross income. But we told them, I said, hey, look at this. This discount is indeed a trade discount and it's genuine. Yeah, we even show the Inland Revenue Board, yeah, the conversation between our client with their customers. Yeah, we show them the emails, yeah, that they are actually negotiating on getting discount. We show them that, this discount is not given for non-business purpose. It is due to the business continuity that they need to maintain, right? And they say, all right, if you give me such discount, when their customer says, if you give me such discount, I'll just quickly settle the payment and then we can carry on, So it is really to improve the cash flow, improve the collection, and of course, to maintain, the business relationship. So we showed the Inland Revenue Board, we analyzed, we showed the Inland Revenue Board all the documentations like the emails, right? Conversation between our client with their customers, the credit notes, of course, the previous sales invoice, and of course, after giving discount, the customer pay them, the payment proof, of course, the bank statement to show that they have received such payment. So you see, all these linked to incurred in the production of gross income as well as wholly and exclusively for business purpose, right? So after doing all these analyses, showing all the documentations to Inland Revenue Board, of course, the IRB dropped the issue. They dropped the issue and they did not add back the 500 over 1,000, didn't ask our client to pay that extra tax and the penalty. We managed to help our clients save a couple of 100,000. Imagine tax rate of 24%, right? Imagine just 20 over percent tax rate. If it's 500,000 being added back, you are talking about 100 over 1,000 of tax and a 45% penalty. That's about 150,000 worth of tax and penalty. We managed to help our client to save that 100 over 1,000, 150 over 1,000 tax and penalty. Now, so what's the rationale behind? What's the rationale behind? First, remember, there is no underdeclared of income because the discount given is indeed genuine. And always make sure there is a valid commercial reason for any discount given. Now, don't simply give a discount, Don't simply just give a discount without a commercial valid reason. Always have a good business commercial reason to back your discount. As long as you can say this is relating to business, to do this, it is to help me to improve my business operation. It is to help me to get more sales. It is to help me to maintain a good relationship. These can be good commercial reason, but don't just simply give reason and say, oh, I give discount because it has been long outstanding. Since I cannot collect, so I just give discount. No, that is not a commercial reason really, Because if it is long outstanding, you should write off. You should write off as bad debt, But if you say, right, there is a negotiation between me and the customer, and they say, if you give me discount, I'll just quickly pay you, and then we'll continue doing business. That is a good commercial reason, right? And then support your discount with proper documentation. Like, for example, even email correspondence would be your good documentation. Do not underestimate all this correspondence between you and your client. Some people would always tell me, say, emails, these are not financial documents. Is this really that important? Yes, it is. It is to support the nature of your discount. It is to support the reason of your discount. So make sure all your discounts are supported with proper documentation. Of course, all your financial documents has to be made properly, like your credit notes, and your bank statement, your bank-in slip, and things like that. All that have to be maintained, But you may probably want to have also other type of documents, right, to prove your genuinity of discount. All right, so that would be our rationale. Of course, our advice to you, right? Our advice to you here is that always remember, do not simply just create fictitious credit note. Please, I know some people may say, hey, if I can just use credit note to reduce my tax, can I just simply do a credit note and then reduce my tax? Never. Please do not ever create any fictitious credit note, And all your discounts given and credit notes should come with a valid commercial reasons. This is what I've already told you, Always have a good reasons to back your discounts, to back your credit notes. And always, most importantly, ensure you have proper documentations, to justify any purposes of your expense, purposes of all your expenses, whether it's discount or any other expenses, Make sure you have good documentation to justify the nature, the purpose, the purpose. Like, you may have emails, you may have invoice with your client, email with the client, the invoice, and a payment proof and things like that. So all of these needs to be kept properly, right? They have to be kept properly for future use. When the Inland Revenue Board come and audit you, you need to present all this documentation, right, to prove that all these expenses are genuine in the production of gross income, wholly and exclusively for business. All right, so these are our advices to you. Okay, now I see a lot of questions are coming in. Before I go to the questions, before I go to your questions, now always let me remind you one thing. I do understand, sometimes, when the Inland Revenue Board come, and they audit on your account, they probably sometimes would just pinpoint on certain things and say, oh, I suspect this is not genuine. I suspect that is not right. I think this is not incurred in the production of gross income. So I'll add back. I'll ask you to pay more tax and penalty. remember, do not be afraid. Do not be panicked. Yeah. Once you are panicked, you know you're gone. Yeah, because you don't know how to handle. So if you receive any tax audit letter, let's say the auditor came, they found out something, and they claim that you have done something wrong, don't be afraid first. Yeah. If you get any tax audit letter or any audit findings that tell you, oh, this one you have done wrongly, you have to pay this amount of tax, this amount of penalty, don't be afraid. Bring that audit letter to us, because we can give you a complimentary online consultation. Yes, just drop a message to into our Facebook page. You can either go to our YYC Advisors Facebook page or go to my own Facebook page, Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. Just send us a message. Yeah, just send us a message and show us the tax finding letters. Right? If you receive any tax finding letters, show it to us. We will be more than happy to give you a complimentary online consultation to tell you whether this is something that we can do or solve or not. Because our aim here, our objective here is to help you solve your tax audit issues. Yeah, so bring it to us. We can do a complimentary online consultation for you and see how we can help you further. All right, so do not be afraid once you have gotten a tax audit letter. All right, so if you have got anything at all, yeah, just bring to us. Of course, I can see now questions are coming in, so let's go into our Q&A session and let me answer the questions posted by you all, right, on our Facebook page. Yeah, so let me just have a sip of water and I'll get to all these questions. All right, okay, let's do it. Okay, let me maybe just go back to the previous slide. Okay, let me go back to the previous slide so that you can know what our Facebook page. Yeah. Okay, I have got a question here from Yagami Laito. Is that how I pronounce your name? Yagami Laito. All right. Hi. Yeah. If give unusual discounts to certain clients, need to prepare transfer pricing documentation. Okay, Yagami. So you're asking about transfer pricing. Now, first, let me just explain to you what transfer pricing is all about. Yeah, transfer pricing is actually saying that if you have transactions with your related parties, your associated person, like your related company, if you have transactions with a related party, it has to be at arm's length price. It has to be at market price. Yeah. So if you say you give discounts to clients who are not related to you, that have got nothing to do with transfer pricing. Now, if the clients are independent clients, they are not your related party, there's nothing to do with transfer pricing. Yeah. All right. But what I'm more concerned here is that if you give unusual discounts to your client, right? Can you support this is with commercial reason? Valid commercial reason. Yeah, because just like what we have shared earlier, if you give an unusual discount and if the discount is not like in the ordinary course of business, can you support that? Now, if you cannot support that, it may be claimed as not genuine. Yeah, the IRB may say this is not genuine. When this is not genuine, then you probably may not be able to get deduction, So this is what I'm more concerned. Yeah, this is what I'm more concerned. Yeah. All right. So hope you get that, Yagami. All right. I have another question from the other side. This is from Vivian. All right. Vivian Lee is saying, may I know if buying mask and sanitizer for staff, is there any special deduction, like double deduction? How about COVID test? This is like totally not relating to discounts. Okay, Vivian. Today we are talking about sales discount, right? But anyway, since you asked, let me just quickly answer to you. You say if you buy mask, sanitizer, stuff, is there any extra deduction? Well, there is no extra deduction. Yeah. There's no double deduction. Yeah. It's just a single deduction. Well, you can just claim it as a single deduction. There is no double deduction. Now, COVID test for staff, yeah, you can also get deduction. But now, the thing is, for COVID test, now if you have heard, yeah, there was an announcement that said, they want to give us a double deduction for COVID test, but that law is not passed yet. Yeah, the law is not passed yet. So until now, I would not say there's any special deduction for COVID test. But well, you can stay tuned and see whether there is any new law being passed, yeah, for that. Yeah. So right now, I would say single deduction definitely not an issue. Yeah, but the double deduction for the COVID test, that you have to wait, yeah, for the law to be passed. Okay. All right. Let me just continue. I have here for a question from PC Ang. Okay, PC Ang is asking, how about issue CN for price overcharge? Well, that is definitely a commercial valid reason. You see, definitely a commercial valid reason. If you can show that I have charged overcharged, yeah, my price has been overcharged, yeah, out and you reduce it back to the normal price or the correct pricing, yeah, and you give a discount, you give a CN, that is okay. It's definitely all okay. No issue about it, yeah, PT. All right, I have a long question here from Charlene. Now, Charlene is asking, hey, hi Zen, yeah, thank you for sharing, yeah. Can you advise if the sales was in previous financial year and the RCNs means credit note, is it? I think, yeah, are in the next financial years. How does it look by the Inland Revenue Board? What are the areas of concern? Now, Charlene, no issue at all. It is very common that you make a sale, last year, and this year only, there's some dispute, there is some, some reason where you need to give discount. So again, as long as it is a commercial valid reason, that's a commercial valid reason for your credit notes, yeah, you can issue your credit note in the current year. It will be a sales discount, right? A reduction of sales in the current year, and it actually reduces the profit in the current year. So no problem at all, yeah. So when you say how would it be looked by the IRB, no problem, as long as you can link it back. You can link it back to the previous invoice, to show that this previous invoice is actually, with this price, and then now I'm giving a discount because of a commercial valid reason, there will be all okay, yeah. So there's nothing much that you need to be worried about, yeah, Charlene. So no worries about this. Okay, and you were asking, or even discount CNs, yeah. Well, yeah, that's okay. That's no problem. Okay, all right. Then I have Apple. Apple is asking, how about the customer chargeback for the LD to us? Right? ISN what? Okay, it's not completed. Yeah, not completed. So we are trying to say, Apple. Now, I sell something to you, and then you as a customer, you charge me back, right? So you are asking, can I issue you a credit note when you charge me back? Now, I would suggest don't. I would suggest don't, yeah. If I sell you something and you need to charge me back, don't use credit note. This is my suggestion. Why? Because the natures are different. The natures are different. What I'm selling to you and what you are charging me back could be different. And it involves other types of tax implications. For example, service tax, sales tax, things like that. It could involve other types of tax implications. So when I sell to you, I may be needing to charge you, some sales tax or service tax. But when you charge me back, you may not need to. So do not use credit note if the customer charge you back. Don't, right? Just do two transactions, separate the transactions. I sell to you, I issue you a bill. When you sell to me, you issue back a bill. Now, if you say the customer cannot issue you a bill because he's, an individual, he doesn't have, a company, don't worry. You can issue a purchase order of your own, right? You can issue a purchase order of your own, right? To just confirm that, this customer is charging you back. You sign that client signs, yeah, then is okay. Then whatever that the client owes you, the money that the client owes you against the client against the money that you owe the client, you can just contra off. And that's okay already. All right, so do that, all right. Okay, Silha is asking, how about credit note for service tax? What's the question over here? You're asking how about the credit note for service tax? Are you talking about whether it is deductible? Because I don't really get the whole question, yeah? Now, if you're asking about whether credit note for service tax is deductible or not, then, well, it depends on whether this credit note, the service tax is relating to an expense, to the sales or to the income that was previously taxed. Now, if you say I'm doing a sales of service, yeah, and then I charge you a service tax together, then I give you a credit note to reduce the sales value together with the service tax. Of course, the whole amount, sales amount together with the service tax amount will be deductible, right? That's no issue, yeah. So it goes back to the what you call it, the principal fee. Okay, all right. And then I have another question here from Mancheng. Mancheng is asking, if January to June children A is undergoing foundation, while July to December the children A is undergoing degree, how much relief can the parent claim? Mancheng, this is again not relating to discount, yeah. This is relating to personal tax. This is relating to personal relief. Okay, but now let me just tell you, since you asked, okay, if you say A is undergoing foundation, then July to December undergoing degree. Well, as long as this child is undergoing a degree in the year, you can claim the relief for the degree one for the child that is undergoing a degree, which is currently 8,000 ringgit, yeah, relief, yeah. All right. Hui Shan is asking, how about issue credit note for sponsorship? This is what I was saying, Hui Shan. If you issue a credit note for sponsorship, it's not deductible. Why? Because this is not a commercial reason, you know. Giving sponsorship to someone is not deductible. It's not tax deductible, all right? Yeah, because you don't, I mean, it's just as good as you giving money. It's just as good as you're giving cash to someone, yeah, when you do sponsorship for, you know, when you give credit for sponsorship. So that's not deductible. So always take note of the reason that you do credit note, yeah. If it is relating to your sales, relating to your trade, then yeah, it will be deductible. But sponsorship is not deductible, even though it's in the form of credit note, because it's just equivalent to giving out money, right? That's not deductible already. Okay, all right, let me just see. We have another question here from Yip Chiying. Yip Chiying say the sales discount amount needs to show in a separate GL. Can I net off in the sales GL? Well, you can do either, no problem, Yip Chiying. Some people would have another separate account called sales discount because they want to separate what's my gross sales, what's my discount. Some people will just net it off in my sales GL. So both are acceptable. If you ask me, both are acceptable. Yeah, it's just a different accounting presentation. But of course, like if you ask me, it will be good if you have the gross sales and then another account called sales discount. So do you have a good idea, yeah, how much discount have I been giving, you know, for the whole year? Yeah, you have another separate account to record down, to keep track of all the discount that you have given. All right, so I would suggest that to have a separate one. Okay, Apple Hugh is asking, so means customer issue us DN, right? And we recognize it as expense. Well, if the customer can issue you a DN, then good lah. But let me tell you, DN is also not the most appropriate documentation, because DN, debit note, is only given when you already have a previous invoice. When you already have a previous invoice and you issue debit note to increase the previous invoice value. So if there was no previous invoice, the most appropriate documentation is actually an invoice. And if the customer will need to issue you an invoice to charge you back. Yeah, of course, if the customer can't because he's an individual, then you do your own PO. You do your own PO, right? So that you can actually treat it as your purchase. Okay. All right, I have another question here from the other side. Yeah, let me just look at this one. This one is from Quen. Quen is saying, about half year, we write off small balances of our customer via adjustment. Okay, usually less than 30 ringgit. So you write off some small balances because it's less than 30. Yeah, some balances are due to calculation of prompt payment discount, debit note, and credit notes. Thank you very much in advance. So your question is whether this is acceptable to IRB. Okay, now I would say, Quen, if you have a good reason to prove, yeah, your credit notes, yeah, then no problem. But you see, if you just write them off, yeah, I know it's small amount, 30 ringgit, yeah, write them off, yeah. Well, why are you writing off this amount? Yeah, if you're really writing off amount, yeah, it is usually due to, you know, bad debt. Now, is this really a bad debt? If it's not bad debt, yeah, I would suggest prepare a good documentation for all this. Use a credit note. If you say, oh, small amount, you know, due to there's some prompt payment discount, you know, just do a credit note and say, I am so-called writing off, but you're not really writing off. You are actually reducing the amount owed by your customer by giving a prompt payment discount. Have the credit note to support it instead of just writing it off. Because if you just write it off, yeah, you may face an issue of IRB says, hey, this is bad debt, is it? But if you treat it as bad debt, have you done all the proper actions? Yeah, have you done all the actions to make it a proper bad debt? So that is important for you to understand, Quen. All right. All right, and then let's see. Where else? Oh, Mickey. Wow, Mickey is a long question over here. Now, Mickey is asking, some house buyer require SMP agreement, yeah, SMP, with higher price in order for them to get a higher loan. Right? Normally, developer will issue CN for the price markup to tie back the actual selling price. Is there any issue the developer should take note? Mickey, of course, there are things that you should take note, yeah, because if you say this credit note is actually proper, after giving credit note, it goes back to the actual selling price, it goes back to the market price that you are actually selling, then no issue. But if you are giving credit note, yeah, to make the selling price much lower than the market price already, then the Inland Revenue Board may ask and question, is this an unusual discount? You know, they find this discount unusual, you know, and they will ask, is this really genuine? Because all other customers, right, you sell at these range of prices, but this particular customer, you give a huge discount and it goes way below all the market price that you usually sell. Why are you giving such a huge discount? You know, they will definitely ask, and you need to support it with good reason. Of course, if you can support it with good reason, no problem. But if you can't, they will again think this is not genuine. So if you are always giving out credit note, that is okay, as long as, you know, after the discount, it goes back to the market price, it goes back to the usual price that you have been selling, right? So that will be okay. All right, PC Ang is asking this: for recycling, how about if issue CN due to goods downgrade or mixed reason? Well, PC Ang, of course, I'm not in the recycling industry. I'm not in the recycling industry. But if you say, yeah, I am issuing you a credit note because your goods are, you know, of more inferior quality. Yeah, the grades of the it's a downgraded goods. Yeah, the quality of the goods has reduced. Yeah, or some, you say mixed reason, I don't know what reason, but if you say the reason are actually commercial reasons, yeah, it is due to the goods, the stock, right, the trade. So I would say it's okay. I would say it's okay. Yeah, but like I said, what is important over here is your reason for you to issue credit note. It must be actually relating to your trade, relating to your sales, yeah, relating to the goods, you know, commercial valid reason. Then it will be fine. All right. Okay, all right. I see Chiying saying thank you. You're welcome, Chiying. Apple also saying thank you. You're welcome, Apple. Right. So looks like I have answered to all questions already. Very good. Yeah. Looks like there's no more question that comes in. And well, like I said, I usually try to keep this Facebook Live session short, like 45 minutes to 1 hour. So yeah, we are up there. Yeah, it's 11:46 right now. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, and yeah, PC also say thanks to me. You're welcome, PC. Yeah. So well, again, oh, one more company, one more question coming in. Celine is asking this. Celine is asking, is it any limit? Very good. Is there any limit in terms of percentage, right, for the sales discount you give to the client? Now, Celine, practically there is no limit. There is no limit to say how much discount you can give. Now, if you say there's a limit, hey, look at, you know, all the sales that we look in the shopping malls. You know, people are actually saying that, hey, 70% discount, 90% discount. Hey, what kind of discount? It's like 70%, 90%, right? So basically, there is no limit to the percentage as long as it is reasonable. As long as this is your usual practice. This is what I always say. As long as it is reasonable, as long as it is your usual practice, yeah, then it's okay. If you say, I have been always doing 50% discount, this is my business operation, I always give half price. Okay, what 50% discount is acceptable. But if you say, oh, every time you only give, you know, 10%, 5%, 10%, 5%, all of a sudden there is a case you give 50%. Now you need to have a good reason now why this special case you give 50% discount. If the reason is good enough to show that it is really needed, the 50% is really needed, and even after the 50% discount, it still goes back to, you know, the price that I should be usually charging, then that's good enough. Yeah, there's no limit. The more important thing here is it has to be reasonable. It has to be justifiable, right? And that is why I say, if you receive any tax audit letter, you know, and the IRB says, hey, this is not reasonable, you know, they may say this is not genuine, ask you to pay more tax, more penalty, then come to us. We can help you, yeah, to solve this, to talk to the Inland Revenue Board and make them drop the issue. All right, okay. So next, okay, Siuha also says thank you. Yeah, we are welcome. And we have, oh, one more question over here. Okay, I'll take this as probably the last question. Yeah, no more questions coming in, right? Michelle is asking about CN for sponsorship again. The better way is it to ask customer issue us sponsorship promise to contra off with their invoice outstanding? No, Michelle, even if you ask your customer to issue you a sponsorship letter and you say promise to contra off their invoice outstanding, right, it is still not deductible because sponsorship is not a deductible expense. Yeah, I know you say I give credit note. You give credit note and you say this credit note is for sponsorship. Is it as good as you're giving money for sponsorship? It is actually almost the same. You're giving money for the sponsorship. Sponsorship is not deductible, even though they say it is to contra off their invoice. It actually means you are supposed to get money for whatever that you have sold to them as an outstanding amount. But now you say contra off, that means you can't receive the money. It's like giving out money to them, right? So it will not help. It will not help. It will still not be deduction. You will still not get deduction. So even with a letter, also it won't happen. Yeah. Now I would probably give you some advice. Like if you say, hey, but I need to sponsor, or I need to sponsor my customer for their annual dinner or what, always sponsor gift. If you sponsor gift, you at least get 50% deduction. Yeah, this one I have explained before. If you go to my previous session, my previous tax audit issues, yeah, I have talked about entertainment before. Go to my previous session, my previous tax audit issues, yeah, that talked about entertainment. I've explained to you all before, that what kind of sponsorship and actually give you certain deductions. Yeah. So remember, don't use this credit note and say sponsorship. You don't get deduction. All right. Okay. Jess say thank you. You're welcome. And Celine also says thank you. Welcome. Oh, more questions coming in. Okay, this is really the last. All right, this is really the last question. Elaine. Elaine says sponsorship is like entertainment, should be 50% deductible. Now, Elaine, sponsorship is not entertainment. Entertainment is when you give a gift to someone, when you give a gift to someone, when you spend someone dinner, spend someone meal, it's all relating to food, drinks, hospitality, recreation. Now, if you give sponsorship, it's giving cash. Giving cash is not entertainment. You don't entertain someone by giving you money. Yeah? So that is not an entertainment. Therefore, you don't get deduction at all, not even 50%. There's no deduction. So please take note, Elaine. Yeah? All right. So looks like we have covered all questions. Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Now, next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm doing this every 2 weeks now. Yeah. Every 2 weeks, I'll be doing this Facebook Live session. I will be sharing with you all more, techniques, more techniques on solving more different type of issues. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you follow my page. Now, remember, go to my Facebook page. Remember to like, share. Most importantly, follow my Facebook page so that you know when is the next session. What is the next topic? Yeah, so you can come and join us, ask more questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer to you. Of course, if you want to go back to my previous sessions, my previous tax audit issues, this is where you can find it. Go to my Facebook page. You will find it in the videos section. In the video section, of which you can see all the previous episodes as well. All right. So I hope to see you 2 weeks from now, right? 2 weeks later, same time, 11 o'clock, and make sure you follow my page and share this out with all your friends, family, business partner, business associates, so that they all know that there is this free Facebook Live session for them to learn more about how to solve tax audit issues. Yeah. All right. So I'll see you again next 2 weeks from now. All right. And hope you have a great Friday. Today's a Friday. Hope you have a great Friday and hope you have a great weekend. But please remember, stay at home. Yeah. Stay at home. Don't go anywhere if it is not absolutely necessary. Yeah. It's dangerous out there. Yes, it is dangerous out there. All right. So I'll see you again next time online. Yeah. Not physically, of course, online. And hope you have a great day. All right. See you next time and hope to see you. I hope you have a great day. All right. Goodbye. And thank you very much. Goodbye.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢地往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达。